Hi guys, Matt Roll here, and I'm forever being asked when I do talks about people's sales funnels and sales processes and how I can put something in place or even why I should put something in place. So I'm going to share with you 5 extra tips on how you can actually put a sales process in place, but more to the point, why you should put it in place. That is the important question. So the first thing is, customers are smarter. How many times have you gone into an actual shop, looked around, got your phone out, scanned the barcode, and looked it up using an app to find the cheapest price? So you having a sales process means that you put things in place that you can chase up the customer, you can engage with them, you can talk to them, you can understand their actual needs, because the product that they think they need might not be the product that they actually need. Okay, so by you having an actual sales process, and that involves drip feeding them emails, sending them maybe text messages, lump email, picking up the phone and actually speaking to them, means that you can almost cut down them going off to other people and buying because you're showing your value. Customers are smart. We shop around. Make sure that you're the only choice that they come to. My second tip is, by having a process in place, you know how long the buying cycle lasts. Now, some people will say people take 6 months to decide to actually buy from you, and that might be the case. But by having a process in place, by being able to pick up the phone, engage with those people, you can shorten that buying cycle, because you're doing what I like to say is you're getting the handshake closer. You're getting that agreement closer together by having those conversations. And I don't mean you pick up the phone every day, are you ready to buy from me? Are you ready to buy? Are you ready to buy? That's badgering, that's stalking, it's harassment. They're not going to buy from you. All they're going to do is block your phone number. It's a bit like a PPI claim. So, by having a process in place, you can cut that buying cycle because you build up a better understanding of your customer base and what they want, when they want it, and when they're going to buy. My third tip, it builds trust. People buy from people. Not big corporations, not brands. Yes, of course, you might buy an Apple Mac because it's from Apple. You might buy an iPhone because it's from Apple. But you trust it. You trust that it's going to work, that it's not going to break straight away, or hopefully ever, but you trust it. But in most businesses, you trust the person you're dealing with. You trust the salesman in the shop. You trust the salesperson on the end of the phone that is speaking to you, that is understanding your needs. So having a sales process in place that tells you when and where to pick up the phone and speak to these people helps you to bridge that gap and actually build trust. So my fourth tip, and it's not so much a tip, but it is a really interesting fact, is that email is still relevant to converting leads, and actually is one of the most highly rated to convert leads as well. So for every £1 spent, you convert £40. That's a big difference. But, and this is the big but, and this is where people go wrong and why they say things like email marketing don't work. In fact, it's why they say all marketing doesn't work for them, whether it's networking, whether it's direct mail or anything like that, is if you do a scattergun approach and you don't plan it and you don't target people, it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to measure the results properly because it is so random. So you need to be planned, you need to be focused, and that is where you will increase your conversion rate. For every £1 spent, you will make a hell of a lot more money from it. My fifth and final tip for this video is that the sales process and the sales funnel never stops. It's almost like a water wheel. It keeps going. And yet some businesses stop. They make that one phone call. Do you want to buy my product right here, right now? I'm ready with the card reader. Do you want to buy it from me? No, I don't. Thank you. Bye. Gone. The sales process is always evolving, it's always moving. Just because a customer is not ready to buy from you today doesn't mean they're not ready to buy from you in a week, in 6 months' time. If you're selling a bathroom, for instance, and it's going to cost £5,000 to £6,000, you phone me up and ask, am I ready to buy it? I'm going to say no. And the reason why? Because my wife hasn't picked out the tiles yet that she wants. I'm just the guy who's going to hand over my card details and pay for it. The real decision maker is the wife. But I'm not going to answer that on the phone straight away. So if you don't contact me again, your fate in terms of that sale is in the hands of the gods. It's in the hands of me remembering and not shopping around and not thinking, can we get those tiles cheaper? Can my mate down the road do it instead? So sales is an ever-evolving thing. It's a water wheel. It keeps moving, and you need to keep on the ball with it. So those are my 5 tips for how you can actually get more sales by having a sales process that manages the sales funnel. A lot of jargon there, but it is really, really simple. If you need a little bit of help on it, you want to talk about it, you want to understand it a bit more, pick up the phone, give us a call, and we'll talk you through it.